What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Today I'm going to show you how to vinyl wrap an interior piece of your vehicle. Now I have a pretty complicated piece of interior panel right here. You might notice that this is not a gloss finish. It's okay to wrap over top of satin finishes and some mattes, as long as they're not textured. So you don't want that textured plastic similar to this type of plastic right here. You want a more smooth style plastic. So this is the new Tech-R carbon fiber from Vivid. You might notice that it could be a little bit scuffed or scratched up looking. That's okay. It has a protective cap sheet on it, which is pliable, which means that you can stretch the film with the cap sheet on and have zero scratches after installation. Huge bonus. Now you have to choose which direction you want to run your carbon fiber in. I'm choosing this direction here, and it doesn't matter if I turn this sheet around, it's still the same direction. I've already wiped it off with isopropyl alcohol, and like I said, this is a very difficult piece to wrap because of the heavy contours. But I did manage to make this last for 5 years on the last wrap, so I'm thinking that it can probably last the same amount of time with this one. This film, however, does feel much thicker, so I guess we'll see over time. And all we're gonna do is find the center point and work our way out. It's crazy that after 5 years, there was next to zero adhesive to remove on an interior panel, which is something I've not seen very often. So we're gonna press in to some of these recesses. Yes, I am bridging gaps and I am pressing in, because this is honestly the best way, and it was durable last time as long as I post heated. So this is with the cap sheet still on, right? Okay, we're gonna have a bit of manipulation to do here. So let's keep the film tight. The film has to always be tight. It cannot be too loose. If it's too loose, it's gonna end up bunching, and you're gonna run into a whole different ballgame of problems. So you can see here, it's bunching, right? So you can see right here, over at this end, that's just bunching of material. So I actually have to stretch the material out to the outer edge. You're gonna lift it up, heat it, and pull it tight enough to eliminate the bunching, but not more than that. Squeegee out some of the air. Don't miss bubbles like this. So we're gonna lift that up. It adheres pretty well, actually. Just come right into that recess. Beautiful. If you guys are looking for how to vinyl wrap training videos online, you gotta check out my website, ckwraps.com. The link will be in the description and in the top corner for you. If you want in-person hand training, check out my website, vinylwraptraining.com. That's my other website. That's for training, hands-on only, where we have courses lined up for usually 6 to 8 weeks in advance. So we're gonna pull out to this edge right here. Keep it tight, and I'm going to work with my thumb, my right hand this time, into the recess still. Let's turn this around a little bit so you can see better. This is the tricky spot right over here. Okay? This is where things get nuts. Okay, keep that tight. I'm almost trying to let the film lay into the recess here. This is a very aggressive recess, but keep it wrinkle free. It's a little thicker with the cap sheet on. You could remove it if you want to, if you find that that's just gonna work better for you. We're trying to pull the carbon fiber in the direction of the carbon fiber. The other side will be more challenging because it'll be harder to pull in the direction. We won't be able to. But we don't want to distort it too much. Okay, this section is more or less completed. We do need to hit around 180 or so Fahrenheit. That's a very important thing, because that begins to kill the memory in the film and causes it to not want to pull back anymore. And this adds a whole brand new effect, or much more luster to the actual piece itself. This all gets covered. This is a multi-layered film, right? So it's like, I think it's like 6.5 mil thick. It's like as thick as PPF. We're gonna start trimming on the inside a little bit more inside, just to give ourselves a buffer of extra film. It's always better to leave yourself enough rather than not enough. This is the bezel area. This gets a little chrome trim piece that goes over top afterwards. It's okay, so what we'll do is we'll leave ourselves about 1/8 of an inch or so to wrap in. Heat that. See how it's not moving? That's good. We'll roll that inwards. Then the chrome trim piece that goes back on goes in from the outside, so it's just perfect, because if we have to push it from the inside out, then it's possible that it could push our wrap out. So it's really nice that it pushes from the outside in. Lots of heats, make sure it's solid. Any small bubbles and stuff, we can just deal with it with an air release tool afterwards. An air release tool is very simple. It's this little guy right here. It's just a needle in a pen. So you just poke a hole, similar to this, and then push the air out. A little bit of heat afterwards helps it stay down. What we need to do is we want to find the edge of where the black plastic trim meets the gray trim, which is right there. I'll even go one step further and use a sucking tool with a more defined edge to find that line. Oh, there's my knife, there it is. Sorry, I have to move things a little bit to be able to see. It's a very, very, very fine gap here. Okay, a little bit of heat will also clean that up, but it looks pretty good to me. You really want to heat this film afterwards, like once you start doing the edges and stuff, because this is 6.5 mil thick. This does not want to just stay down all by itself. All right, let's pop some of the plastic pieces back in there and show you what this looks like.